Ridiculous you thought I had information on?
I speak.
Oh, okay. That's funny. Okay. All right, well that's all the questions I got right now. I'll drop back down.
I could apologize to anybody. My opinion, I personally would apologize to Tavia. That's me. That's what I think. I'm not saying that. I mean, she said a lot of foul shit. Like she said she was gonna whoop my mama ass, spit on me. She said a lot of cash money, but I don't think she's a bad person. I've seen her do bad things, but I just personally don't think she's a bad person. So for anything that I've said, I would apologize to her. But that's just my opinion. And secondly, I would apologize to myself because this could also affect me in the long run. I mean, it could. I speak is muted. If you want to get in the box, you can. But that's just me. It says that's truth. That's honest. I mean, yeah, I'm just being honest. Like, being in a group chat, I felt like I was limited to what I could say and what I couldn't say. I felt limited. So now that I'm out of the group chat and I'm just being me. I'm just being, single. If I could apologize to anybody, it would be Tavia. I'm not saying she didn't do anything wrong. I'm not saying she wasn't wrong about what she said about Blaze song. She was wrong about all of that. But just for me, that's just somebody who I would apologize to. It says, can you do me a favor and explain to them Lisa ain't know you before TikTok? Polisa didn't know me before TikTok, but I was already following her before TikTok on Instagram. So I must have came across her page. I don't know, but I was already following her before I started following her on TikTok. It says, do you feel you were dragged or supposed to be you were? Do I feel I was dragged? Can you recite that? Her connection went out. I creep. Do you feel the adults use you knowing that you were a minor? I feel like some adults use me in some situations. So if you look through the chat, I feel like people knew that I was a troll. I was good at the shit that I did. People knew that I was able to make multiple pages. So I feel like I was used for that. So if that makes sense, like I was used for certain things. Really mature statements and gross. It says, wasn't your minor when I speak threatened to get you beat up and kicked out of school? Now, I don't remember him saying he gonna get me beat up, but kicked out of school as far as like contacting mentors, yeah, I was a minor when that happened. Why do you feel like you couldn't speak up? The reason why I felt like I couldn't speak up because every time I did, it was some bullshit with Tanya. It was something with Tanya. Like if I had a different opinion, but that was everybody. If I had a different opinion, if it was something that I didn't agree on with her, if I was like, no, I don't feel like I Speak did that, or no, I don't feel like Patrick did that, or no, I don't feel like Cuban did that, or I don't think that about Voodoo Bay. It was like, well, we need to be all aligned. We need to be all aligned. So it was bullshit. So when being young, like when you constantly hear that, it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to speak up because every time I speak up, it's going to be an argument. She going to cry. She going to leave the Zoom. She going to be pissed off. She going to be mad. She going to leave the chat. So it was always drama. It was always something with Tanya. So people kind of surrounded themselves around her because that's the way she was.
Damn, I felt like I was in jail.
Well, this is not really a panel up live. I only was calling y'all up here if people had questions or if y'all needed
I
some help.
know that. That's why I'm up here.
Do y'all have any more questions? I know I speak is in the box, but if we ever talk, I'll probably have to come to your platform or something. I don't know. That's something to think about.
Can I can I voice my opinion on I Speak speaking? If I Speak ain't told his story yet, what makes you think he should have a voice, period?
I didn't say that he could. Hold on. No, we're not about to start. I don't want it to be that. I just want to answer the questions and move along. I didn't want the drama. I didn't want all that. I didn't say that he could come up here and speak. He's not up here speaking. So I said if we ever speak, we probably gonna have to come to his platform because my platform is SA Victim. So if you want to ask me anything, then that's what it's gonna be. But he's not up here, so I didn't want the attention to go to him. Or did Tanya offer you to move in with her? Somebody asked me this question earlier. My honest response is I don't know. All I know is I heard it in a live. I've heard people repeat it, and I asked her about it. She said when I said it, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking to another supporter. So when people would ask me that, I just ran with it. But I don't know if she was talking about me or not. I can't tell you if she was talking about me. He needs to content in the moment. This page. He's looking for. Flabby, I'm not letting I Speak up for specific reasons. I'm not trying to direct the live to him because that's what people be looking for as a distraction. I'm not directing the live to him. I don't want to talk about I Speak. I don't want to talk about Patrick. Y'all can ask me questions and because that's what people are looking for is to direct the live to one person. I'm not doing that. He's not up here.
Okay, so somebody asked a question on what prompted this. Well, Tanya's lying. And she nitpicking, she cherry picking on what narrative she wanna bring out and try to make us all look like we all attacked her. No. Tanya is the only evil person, the only common denominator. That why everybody fell out with her. We're still a team. She's not. That's the common denominator. That is the pattern. So until she stopped lying and coming out with all these narratives, we gonna expose everything. So she can't lie no more. This is not gonna be her content anymore. So she gonna have to go and pick something else. Cause we tired of her. I'm tired of her. I'm just tired of it. I haven't spoken about it, didn't say nothing about it, but she still just keep bringing it up. Girl, let it live, let it die. That's what prompted this.
Y'all might have to retype y'all questions. What prompted it for me, I just want the truth out there. I'm not trying to expose anybody. That's not my goal. The only way you get exposed is if you've been out here lying. That's how I feel about it. So that's me, Blaze, Polisa, Apple Six, that's anybody, Tanya. That's the only way you get exposed if you've been out here front for the fucking crackers. Lying. So that's the only way that I can see anybody getting exposed. And right now, as I said, that person for me is y'all might have to retype y'all questions. I'm trying to get through the questions and I'm trying to get up on out of here. I done missed it again. It's gonna be on YouTube, yeah. But I feel like the chat needs to be out there because, I mean, the truth needs to be out there for supporters, for the truth. Because, I mean, it's some people that support Tanya, some people that support us, but you don't know the truth unless you were actually in the chats. And that's how I feel. The chat needs to be out there regardless. Do you think Tanya has any credibility anymore? No. No, I don't. I mean, because the only thing Tanya has is this chat. That's it. That's why she cherry picks it and try to create a narrative. And y'all will see in this chat, even though she accused Cuban and Tavia of stalking down her kids, she has done the same thing. Tanya said in her first live, I believe it was with Blaze, that she's gotten all these people's family information. She's been doing this behind the scenes way before that I came to the Royal Justice chat. She was doing it behind the scenes with Blaze. She said that in her first live. So if you want to talk about somebody stalking somebody down, you didn't done the same shit. It's just behind the scenes. Just because something behind the scenes is still being done. It says, how did Tanya become involved? That's a question for Blaze or Polisa, but from what my understanding is, she was talking to Ice Speak, and then she started talking to Patrick, but Ice Speak cut her off, Patrick cut her off, and then she hopped over to Blaze, and then she called herself apologizing to Polisa, and then she started the Polisa support train when she apologized to Polisa. And that's the way I can put it in a short way. But that's basically what happened. But in my opinion, I don't think Tanya ever believed Polisa. I think she's just a malicious person. I think she do stuff like this you don't have nothing else to do. I don't think she ever believed her, because if you did, why jump from Ice Speed, then when he cut you off to Patrick, then he cut you off then to Blaze? It's like you just jumping and hopping in the circle. But before Ice Speed, she was in Cuban's comment section, but lied and said she never supported Cuban. It was Alicia and Blaze that dug Tanya up. That's more of a question for Blaze. I don't know. Honestly, the best. I'm just trying to be honest, and if people mad at honesty, then we can agree to disagree. I don't have a problem with anybody. We don't have to agree on everything. Like, if we family, that's what I'm saying. If we're family over here, the way I feel like we are, we shouldn't be telling people what they should be believing. And that's what Tanya was doing. I believe what I want to believe. Blaze believes what he wants. Polisa believes what she wants. Twins, whoever. Y'all can believe what y'all want to believe. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. Y'all can voice what y'all want to voice. Everybody don't need to have the same opinion. I don't have the same opinion as a lot of people that I was rolling with. And I think that's normal. She can talk on her own time. I see them. Y'all getting them out of here quick. Who? Somebody being blocked? Very respectfully, is it true that you've given a lot of money to J4P? Actually, if you're talking about gift wise, I haven't given any money to J4P per se. But if you're talking about as far as gifts that I've given out on this app, it wasn't to J4P. It was Black TikTok creators. So it was for creators that were in J4P, that weren't in J4P, people that I knew, people that I didn't know. It was a whole competition going on. But if you're talking about as far as the $100 that everybody is mentioning, I gave $100. One. That's the only thing that I've ever given Felisa is $100. And I bought a painting from her. And I gifted it to somebody else. That is it. That is all. As far as Cash App and money. Only $100. Stop explaining it. Yeah, I know that's my money. And I don't have to explain my money, but I told them they can ask me anything. But as far as money, $100. As far as gifts, I didn't gave gifts out to all of Black TikTok. It says, what was the initial goal of the group? The initial goal of the group, of my understanding, was getting justice for Felisa. It says, did anyone else in the group care about you showing these receipts? Did anybody care about me showing the receipts? No, they was cool with it. They said they was cool with it. They said they was cool with it. Are you going to release more of the chat? Yes. This was just July. So next is August. And that's going to be a lot. I mean, I can go live about half of it and just post the entire thing on YouTube just so we won't be sending it live for like 2 or 3 hours. And y'all can just, do what y'all do. I don't care. I mean, I don't know what's in the messages. Like, I can't tell you word for word what's in the messages. Y'all have to understand. These messages from when I was 17 years old. So I can't tell you everything that was said in the messages. It says, that's one people in your life. That is true. I accepted with her mom's blessing. Do you feel like Tanya influenced you to do things that you wouldn't normally do? Yes, because I've never been the type of person to dig up somebody's family. That's never been my drift. I've never done it before. But watching Tanya, she made me good at it. So when everybody will go to bed or everybody will leave the Zoom and we'll be up at like 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning, I would still be up with Tanya in the Zooms. So I sat back and I watched her. And I watched the way she did things. So she made me good at it. She made me good at the shit that she was able to do. So where did the 30K number come from? As far as the 30K, I can roll back that live with No Cry Zone. I believe somebody has it. I said I've given away 30K at one time. And by one time to y'all and one time to me can be over a span of a year, some months. But one time to y'all thought I dropped 30K on one TikTok creator. I never said I gave 30K out on TikTok. I said I've dropped 30K at one time. I never said I gave it out specifically on TikTok. But 30K from the money that I gave out on TikTok is different from, that's two different types of things. And I made a post on my page from, I have to show y'all. Y'all got to go down my page. We're going to get there. Because that post that I made on my page was my freshman year of college. And y'all going to see it. If y'all go down my page, y'all will see the post that I made. But the 30K and the money that I gave out on TikTok, those are two completely separate things. They have no correlation to each other at all. That 30K was something different. I was in the news for that. So y'all can actually Google that if y'all want to and read about the story. But that 30K was completely different than anything going on TikTok. The money that was handed out on TikTok came from HBCU students. They all donated and I just gave it out. And if y'all don't believe that, I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. But that's what it was. I mean, I wish, you know what? Honestly, my next live, I could just bring one of them here and they can tell y'all. Was it your financial aid? I don't get 30K in financial aid, so absolutely not. Are you saying, was it financial aid money that I gave out on TikTok? Is that what you're asking? I mean, y'all said they can ask me what they want to, but if they don't believe it, I mean, that's on them. I mean, the proof is on my page. The 30K don't have nothing to do with TikTok money at all. They don't have shit to do with that. That 30K shit happened when I was my freshman year of college. I was in the news for that. They can Google that if they want to. Yeah, so you saying you're asking me, was my financial aid money given out on TikTok? No. My financial aid money, I bought a car on my shit. And I had to pay my mama off. It don't matter, that's your money. Yeah, I mean, it is, but they can ask me what they want to. It is what it is. If they don't believe it, they don't believe it. I mean, Google is free. If y'all really had some sense, for the people that be like, oh, I don't believe I creep. If y'all really had the sense that I think that y'all should have, y'all can Google when I gave the 30K away my freshman year.